dead. Baby, that's for the real Beehive. What's up, everybody?
You know, you know.
If you know, you
If
know.
you know, you know.
Welcome to Six Songs
Hi.
4. Welcome to Six Songs 4. How are you, Kiara?
I'm honestly pretty good. I'm feeling very well rested
That's good to hear. You know, you are a woman of New York City now, so you normally are on the go. So to hear
now.
you being well rested, that's great. Me, I'm not gonna lie, I am the first passenger on the struggle sled, but you know what? We gotta. I guess
The struggle sled
I'm
is
on the struggle
crazy.
sled right now.
Not even a
Like
bus.
it's not a bus. This is a man. We're going down by gravity. Gravity. Nothing else.
But you know
Completely
what?
manual.
Gravity is meant to be defied.
Alphabet. Not alphabet. Not
Defying
alphabet.
gravity. I know you haven't seen Wicked, but you need to
You
see
know
it.
I haven't. I'm not that gay. But speaking of gay, let's go into Diva Debrief because I have a lot to say about this particular diva.
I'm so excited.
I discovered this diva far late too in my life. Far too
Too
late
late
in my
in
life.
my
Especially as an American. I feel like the American girlies really are behind the curve in a lot of ways, especially when it comes to this heart topping, award winning, literal legendary diva, Miss Kylie Minogue.
period.
Round of applause. If you don't know who Kylie Minogue is, you definitely know at least one of her
For
songs.
sure.
The one hit that she had that crossed over in America was "Can't Get You Out of My Head." But if you
2001.
2001, which girl, what a year? That's when I was born.
Womp. What a year,
What a year!
sweetie.
What you mean, baby?
9/11.
We gotta celebrate the highs and the lows, baby. I didn't have nothing to do with that, baby. I was still born in 2001. Okay, but no, Miss Kylie Minogue, she is literally an icon, and
Undisputed.
her career started. I believe she was on a soap opera, and I think it was an Australian soap opera called Neighbours. And like
Called what?
Neighbours, I think was the name of it.
Neighbors.
I did not get a chance to like watch any episodes or anything prior to this, but she started as like a soap opera star and then sort of became this mega icon over the years. And like her career can be kind of divided into three parts, which is like the first kind of early 80s, like she had the same producers that Donna Summer had in like the late 80s, so it's very that. And then like the mid 90s where she was going through a bunch of changes. My favorite album of hers actually is Impossible Princess, which is in the 90s.
Work.
I love
That's
that album.
taste, mama. I loved
Do
Possible
you have
Princess.
a favorite
Too
Kylie
far,
album?
too far, too far.
Baby Too Far.
Baby, get into it. No,
Baby,
I
have you
love
heard the
Impossible
remix
Princess.
album? The Impossible Princess remix album?
I feel like at one point, but I don't remember it.
Baby.
No, Impossible Princess is a slept on album, baby. Oh my god.
It is really good.
My favorite is probably Fever, but I think that's because
That's so real.
it's just, I mean, everyone loves that album, but I am a disco truther.
Okay.
I think that album's incredible.
All of the albums that Kiara just mentioned are after like the millennium where she basically sort of reinvented herself again as like the disco diva of
Oh yeah. Okay,
like
so wait. So yeah, the 80s is the first chapter. Then we have like this like 90s, early 2000s like pop megastar, pop titan. That's when Can't Get You Out of My Head came out, which is on Fever, the album I just mentioned. That came out in 2000. I actually think it came out in 2000 like everywhere else, and in 2001 here.
spinning
Like we
around
literally
in
did
like
this.
light years. That was 2000, I think. And then
No, I
2001.
know. I'm saying I think it came out in 2001 in America.
Oh, in America. Oh, see, look at me being an American. If you're Australian, let us know.
She is Australian. But
No, I'm saying if you're Australian and you're listening.
tap in, yes. Any Australian that I meet, I always ask them about Kylie Minogue, and most of them are like, obviously we love her, but some of them are like, I mean, I know Can't Get You Out of My Head, and I'm like, whoa. Um,
Girl.
but Light Years is also one of my favorites. So goodbye.
And I
That's my
feel
shit.
like America as like American society as a whole is truly missing out on some of the best pop music ever been created. And literally all of those songs were just from like 2 albums. We haven't even gotten
Literally.
to like
Red Blooded Woman from Body
Red Bu-
Language.
Chocolate, Slow, Still Standing,
Get into slow.
Heartbeat Rock from X. Like she has bops on every single album. It's so
Every single one.
undeniable. And like I feel like a lot of people are afraid to just admit that a lot of people are afraid to just indulge in pop music. I feel like a lot of people just feel like it's cheesy or whatever. But girl, you got to get over it because
Yeah. She's eating too consistently.
it really is too consistent.
Because even Tension, her latest album, people were saying like it's her best album in like 20 years. And I'm like, well, no. But
I
it's
kind of agree with
good.
them. It has a lot of my favorite Kylie's. Like Tension is what like for me
No,
top
Tension is
3.
incredible. I was just saying, as a disco truther, I'm not going to allow you people to ignore truth. Because Say Something is one of her best songs.
Disco
Period.
is really good.
Like the highs on disco are like, in my opinion, career highs sometimes. Like
That is
Say
true.
Something, I think Say Something is genuinely like in her top 10 best songs of all time. I could write that could be an entire episode about how much I love that fucking song.
Sunday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Yes.
It's the baby.
It's
That
the
Monday is it? What is it?
weekend.
It's Monday something.
It's called Monday Blues.
Baby, that song is
We're
it.
headed to the Monday Blues.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
No, get into disco. Also Supernova. Also uh Magic even. Like, I don't know. Get into disco. Bryce actually, my brother, got me that got disco for me, I think as a Christmas present or a birthday present one time. So I have the vinyl. But I also have the disco deluxe CD that has the Kiss Me something with Jessie Ware. What is it called? Kiss of Life. Kiss of Life. Oh my god,
Okay,
how did I
word,
forget that?
word.
Give me that kiss of life, kisses. Anyways, Kylie Minogue is, well, first of all, she's a Gemini. We love Geminis in this house.
Hello. Come on now.
If you
Baby,
didn't know,
Geminis get
Riley
all
is
the
a Gemini.
slander, but we give y'all what needs to be
The
given.
music, in terms of creativity,
Unmatched.
Geminis are.
And you could look it up. Like all of your
I low
faves.
key feel the T is though. It's Leos and Geminis, top two, to make the best music.
You know, I love a little bit of Leo slander, no shade. I'm not even gonna hold you. I do. I
And I love a little bit of Gemini slander.
For me, this is a completely separate conversation. But I do love a Taurus for some reason.
Well,
Anyway,
yes. We don't need to get into that.
anyway.
But also I love that Kylie's like 4'11". Like she's short as hell.
Is she really?
I don't know if she's 4'11", but she's really short. Maybe like 5'1".
For me, she is at least like 5'7" in my head, but that's because that's
Oh
Kylie Minogue.
no, she's short. Like
Really?
I don't think she's taller than 5'2" for sure. Let me look it up.
I'm obsessed.
Also, you need to watch. I mean, maybe you've seen it, but the Fever 2001 tour show. Like me and Austin literally sat and watched it one day. Sometimes when I just come to Austin's house, he's just watching it. But literally, like that entire show.
Austin is the one that I have to thank for.
Well, yes. Oh, she's 5 foot exactly.
Is she really? That's adorable.
hmm
Shout out to Austin. We love you.
Shout out to Austin
Thank you for introducing this diva into my life
and
because
mine. He's the sole reason.
yeah, no, anytime I need to do something, like I work in a warehouse, so a lot of times I just need an album of just mm, that I can
hmm
just pump through and do what I need to do. She delivers every time. So
Every time. Also, shout out to Austin because Austin is the sole reason. First of all, Austin is the first person to tell me who Kylie Minogue was, I think, because like in the freshman year of college, um, coming from Arkansas, like I don't even know if I knew Can't Get You Out of My Head, to be real. Um, but Austin is like our resident Kylie stan. I have never seen her live and I would never see her live without Austin. Anyways, but I literally was the girl being like, Kylie Minogue, who is that? And then he's like, do you know this song? And I probably was like, oh, sure. And then he was like, he made it his duty, I feel, to get me into Kylie. In the same way that I feel like I made it my duty to make him a lamb. It's like it's an exchange. But he was just like, listen to Fever and just go from there, because it was like, if you listen to Fever and you don't like it, something's wrong. He didn't say that, but basically, so my advice to anyone who's trying to get into Kylie Minogue, I think it's wise to just start at Fever, because it is a top to bottom, no skips, perfect pop album. And if you like that, depending on what songs you gravitate to, then we can tell you where to go from there. But I feel like Fever is this. It is like, talk about a magnum opus. That is literally like pop Bible. I don't know. It's a pop Bible album.
I
I'm
agree.
done.
So, favorite album of mine, I love Impossible Princess. Um, for me, it's something about X that I like, but it's probably top three: Impossible Princess, Fever. Now that I'm thinking about it, it might be Tension. To be honest,
Work.
it might be
Work.
Tension in my top three. What are your top three?
Well, Fever number one. And then number three is Disco.
That's real.
It just is. And then
Justice for Disco.
either Light Years is number two or Impossible Princess. I'm probably gonna actually no, it's Light Years, because Spinning Around I think is my favorite Kylie Minogue song of all time.
Yeah, Spinning Around is classic. So, for any Americans out there that don't know who Kylie Minogue is, literally, it's never too late, but you need to
Aphrodite's
catch
good
up.
too. But anyway.
Aphrodite is great, but yeah, it's too late. It's never too late for you, but girl, it's. I'm surprised you haven't caught up, because Kylie Minogue is that
I'm
girl.
not surprised, because really they don't know about her, and it's not even their fault. It's really not. I think America as a whole is to blame. But she did just win that Grammy for a little song called Padam Padam.
Oh God, we didn't even talk
I completely
about
forgot.
the Padamification of West Hollywood.
That's what we're saying. Like, we literally didn't even get to Padam Padam, and that is like her most recent like iconic song. So if that doesn't tell you that she's the girl, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, it's our job to let you know that she's the diva to get into. So get into it.
So next, getting into it, um, we're gonna transition into the reason for the season, 6 songs for, and today it is 6 songs for seceding from the union.
Boom, boom, boom. It is July 4th, hopefully, when you're watching this. So enjoy your little hot dogs, your burgers, your cold drinks if you're from New Orleans. let, me,
Please.
let me stop playing with them. Do you have any favorite like things to throw on the grill? How do you like your burgers? How do you like your things?
I like mine well done. I'm
Okay.
sorry. I don't care. I Sure, it could be like medium to well, but like I like it well done. Not like obviously like where it's like chewy, but I don't like to see the pink. I think it's weird.
I agree.
Um
Ground meat for some reason tend to for things to be, but I also
it's
like
not
burgers. My burgers like thin. So anyway.
work. Cheddar cheese, lettuce, tomato, pickles, a honey mustard or a chipotle mayo of some kind, and bacon.
Ooh.
Perfect. Mwah. Yeah.
Um, I am personally a pepper jack girly. Like I'm a pepper jack
Work.
stand down.
Work. I never think
So
to put that on anything.
baby, I love anything I could get pepper jack on. Please put it on there. Like
I
it's
love hot dogs. When I started eating meat again, bitch, oh my god, I missed hot dogs. But I do
oh
like
my
the Smart Life vegan hot dogs are really good. I just also love real ones too.
period. Do you have a? I don't know. I haven't had a hot dog in a really long time.
Oh wow.
Like,
I mean,
cause
girl, go get them.
I mean, if like, what do I'm like, I'm grown. I'm not finna boil no hot dogs in no water. Like,
No, very that. Very
not that
that.
I'm above that, but like, if it's not like a burnt hot dog on a grill, I don't want it. Like, that's like
Well, yes.
the only way to eat it. Either that or like a Nathan's hot dog from like Sam's Club, which is the fact that I said Sam's Club is so Arkansas,
Well, we
but
can go to. I'm like, I could just go to the Nature's hot dog stand. So,
yeah, okay, literally that.
does your family have any 4th of July traditions?
No, well, no.
Okay, so my family, we always go. Well, when I used to live there. We used to always go to like the country of Arkansas. Like no cell service, no shops nearby, like live literally like on farmland. And everyone would grill and eat and like pop fireworks all day. And like I was so bored the whole time because I had no one to talk to. But I would just like sit in the kitchen and like listen to my female like relatives gossip basically. And now that I'm older, I'm like I kind of miss it, but like when it was happening, I was so irritated by it because I didn't really have anyone to talk to, and like because most of my cousins are like younger, like significantly younger than me, or and then my girl cousins, like we weren't that close. I don't know. I don't really celebrate July 4th because like why would I do that? So a lot of my friends have anti July 4th parties, which is I guess kind of defeating the purpose, but uh, it's fun.
The thing is, there is no purpose other than throwing some on the grill. This is the day you throw some on the
Literally.
grill.
And now that I think about it though, I'm like, I haven't had a July 4th in a really, really long time where like burgers and hot dogs. Like I think my friends, it's usually just like snacks and shit. Like I don't
I'm
know.
definitely not thinking about no damn America.
No. It's actually giving very fuck America. But because it's happening and we can't ignore it, we got in a little bit on the I guess festivities. So seceding from the union, that kind of is where it all went wrong, huh? I think we shouldn't have left Britain. I think we
It
should have
was
got
wrong
over
way
it.
before that. Who is we? I don't, baby.
America. I'm not saying like me us. Clearly we didn't have we didn't have anything to do with that. But I'm just saying America as an entity thus creating July 4th, I think
They shouldn't even
flop
came their ass over here.
at all.
Y'all shouldn't have fucking killed them people and they fucking buffalo. Y'all should have left they shit the fuck here.
Yeah. And that's on Native Americans. That's on Native motherfucking Americans.
And that's on Native American. Is that what you said?
Yes.
And that's on Native Americans, period. Shout out to all my Native Americans. No shade for real. Like, to this
We
day,
fuck with y'all.
y'all go through some very fucked up shit. And that's like some real shit.
Wake that up.
We need to give y'all shit back. But that's once again another conversation. But seceding from the union, um, I guess I'll do my first song because it's quite literal. Because they broke away. So my first song is "Breakaway" by Kelly Clarkson. Because they broke away, honey. They were united, and then no more. They broke up, and in the song, she says that she wanted to belong here, but something felt so wrong here. Girl, what was the something that felt so wrong?
Baby, I spread my motherfucking
Baby,
wings.
they spread their wings, honey, and they said, "We keeping these fucking slaves. Them flying was keeping the slaves."
Did you know that Avril Lavigne wrote that song?
I did. It kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
It
I
makes
think that's so cunty.
honestly work, Avril.
We shout out to her. Shout out to Avril.
Have you heard the conspiracy that she's been cloned?
Girl, who hasn't? And I think as I've gotten older, I don't think it anymore, but there was a minute where I did. I was like, that's motherfucking Melissa. But I realized like the more she talks about it, I can tell that like it kind of bothers her. Which I mean, it would bother me too, but it's also just like there's really no way to prove it, so it's
You
just
can't
kind of
clone
stupid.
me.
No, it's not easy to tell you goodbye. Yeah. Kelly Clarkson hates that song,
Does
actually.
she really?
Yeah, she hates performing it. Which is so sad, Kelly. You gotta get over it. That sounds incredible.
And I picked this song especially given I knew your connection to Kelly Clarkson. So
I if you didn't know, obsessed. Well, actually, I actually have a Kelly Clarkson keychain slash bottle opener.
is adorable. Oh my god.
When I went to LA, I went to Amoeba Music. Shout out to Amoeba Music, the one in Hollywood. And I
The one
literally
in
sat there.
Hollywood. Period.
Well, there's two different locations.
No, I know. I just loved how that sounded. I loved it.
But they had like a I guess a little section of all these like keychain bottle opener things, and all of I literally sat there for like 10 minutes and I went through every single one of them, and I didn't see a single one that I wanted. And I swear to God, it was like the last one on like the last row was Kelly Clarkson, and I was like, period.
It was made. It was put there. It was made for you.
Yeah, made for me, money long, Mariah Carey. Stream that.
Breakaway. It's a very stupid song to choose for something like this, but I literally was like, "Girl, they broke away." So,
They did.
and I think Kelly Clarkson deserves a stream. So,
Me
go stream some
too.
Kelly Clarkson because she.
Go stream Chemistry, her latest album.
Period.
Shout out to Kelly Clarkson and shout out to her new stylist, Michaela. I can't express my gratitude more
I was
because
hoping to get a Kelly Clarkson stylist rant moment. Oh my god. Yes.
if you know me, you know that this problem was number one on my motherfucking problems list, bitch. Kelly Clarkson used to be dressed by a woman named Candace Lambert McAndrews. And look, you know,
All due
you did
respect.
what you got to do. You did what you had to do for Pentatonics, and whoever else. Okay, I'm not gonna ever get mad at a woman for getting a check. But what I can say to you, Candace Lambert McAndrews, if you are watching this,
These chunky belts.
you needed to leave those chunky belts at home. There was not a reason to put Kelly Clarkson in a chunky belt every single time. I don't
Every day.
care if Kelly Clarkson liked them. I don't care. That is your job as a stylist to elevate her style and to put her in something flattering. It was too many times that I watched the Kelly Clarkson show and I was so distracted by her outfit that I couldn't even focus on what was going on. It made me upset. Why did you do that? The patterns, mama, the patterns. Why did you have so many patterns on patterns? Like at a certain point, it's like, what's not clicking? And I mean this with all due respect. I mean this with all due respect. Now, let's get into some positives. Michaela, love your work. Love what you're doing. I when I found out that she got a new stylist, girl, I read up on you. Followed you, like you're sickening, and I cannot repay you enough. Keep doing what you're doing. Kelly looks amazing. Best she's looked in years. Years. I've been following Kelly Clarkson for a while, but her fashion, particularly since high school. This was a problem that I noticed when I was in high school. I have not been in high school for a significant amount of years. I'm not telling you my age.
I can confirm that I've heard the Chunky Belt Brigade. I've been a part of the Chunky Belt Brigade for a minute now. Like,
A minute.
thank
It's
God.
been since I was a teenager. I am now a person in their mid 20s. What the fuck? So, Kelly Clarkson, love you, boo. This is nothing. This is no shade to you whatsoever.
Oh
This
no,
actually has nothing
we
to do
love
with
you, Kelly. We
This
love
has
you.
nothing to do with you. It's actually above Kelly Clarkson.
Actually,
It's
yeah,
beef that
because
I
Kelly
have.
Clarkson she know how we feel about her. She could probably look at us in our face and be like, "These people love me," and she would be right, baby.
That's my mama. And the problem is, I would say this to Kelly's face, and I would say this to Candace Lambert McAndrews' face as well. And that's how
Yeah, she would.
serious I am about my mama. Because Kelly Clarkson is a fucking icon and she needs to be dressed as such. Matter of fact, La Roach, I have a new client for you, bitch.
La Roche. How did RuPaul say it? That one she said
La
La
Roche.
Roche. She, live.
Please. Anyway, I think we need to move on from my song, but I just had to say that on record. All right, so my first song is also, I would say, a little literal, but should not be surprising given the history of this podcast. But my first song is the national anthem, Fergie's version. Because I think that women are too easily made fun of. When in fact, I stand by that performance was actually a serve. People didn't understand it, and I think it was ahead of time because it's jazz. She did a jazz rendition of the national anthem, and I found it very profound. We have heard this song so many times. We have heard the national anthem sang so many times the same way. Arguably, Whitney Houston had the best version of that song. So, what Fergie did was actually, in a way, very innovative. She made a song that we've heard a billion times be new. She remixed it, if you will. And also, if you think that it was bad, which I did not, isn't that political? fucking up the national anthem at a highly televised American event is kind of radical if you think about it.
It's a protest.
And so in that way, Fergie's a hero. So I don't understand why everyone got so angry. I have done that for karaoke, by the way. Her version.
Oh God, you never cease to amaze me.
Period.
Oh God.
I'll take it.
Okay. Wow.
And I stand by that.
I, the thing is, I know you do, and I know, I know you do. I believe you. I love that.
Yeah, wait. Please! Like, that is funny as fuck. I take me back, honestly.
Honestly, simpler times. Life is so simple. Oh
Because, oh
God.
my God. Oh, say, can you see
Oh God.
why
Can,
the
if we're
door?
talking
It's
about
literally
if we're
jazz.
talking about bad national anthems, I have to mention this.
Okay.
Please, please tell me you have seen Flava Flav singing the national anthem at like it was like a Milwaukee basketball game. Flava
I have not.
Flav.
No. Flavor Flav. No,
I
have not.
I would implore you. Hold on, I believe that this is very important. I think we should take a moment and
Okay.
just have you listen to it live,
Okay.
just so that you can compare. I want maybe if Fergie's was jazz, maybe we can
Figure out what this was.
exactly we can have you decipher what
Okay.
genre this was supposed to be.
Right below it, Fergie. I don't think it was that bad. It gave, you know what it gave?
Smith
It
doesn't
gave
think it was that
when
bad.
I didn't. It gave when you're at church and then someone from the choir decides to sing like a cappella and you know it's not the best. It gave that. Like it gave very like off the riff, off the cuff. Pastor, I'm
Not for the
inspired.
tune.
Yeah. Or maybe not even someone from the choir. Maybe someone it gave someone like from the audience, from the pews was like, this song is in my heart. I need to sing
You
this.
do
God is
realize
calling me.
that you're slowly making it worse. These words are
But that's what I'm saying, because if that was to happen at church, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're like, okay, he's singing, but like he's not a singer, but it sounds pretty good. You know what I mean?
okay.
For
So you're saying it's
I
appropriate
think
for
there were parts
church.
of
Do you
it that
think it was
weren't bad.
appropriate for the basketball game, the context that it was in?
No, but I don't know whoever decided to book him is the issue. I think whoever thought Flavor Flav could sing the national anthem is the problem. Flavor Flav got up there and tried his best, I think. And
And you
I
know
think
what?
that
He's a performer.
he's a rapper. Like, why would you think that he can sing the national anthem? Not to mention, the national anthem is actually a very hard song to sing.
It is
And
one of like the hardest songs to sing. One of the
and it's
hardest
also just
national anthems for sure.
unnecessarily complicated. Like the choices that Francis Scott Key made, I'm like, okay. I also don't like that song. We remember how we had to sing it every day in elementary school? Do you remember that?
I don't think I. We had to say the pledge.
No, mama. I will never forget this as long as I live. From kindergarten to 5th grade at Carver Elementary in Little Rock, Arkansas, we sang the national anthem every single day. And it was unnecessary. It was so stupid. Like, I don't understand. Yeah, girl. Maybe I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it was just like like 3rd through 5th, but I know for a fact that happened. Like at least for 3 years.
Comment down below if you remember singing the national anthem in school.
Yeah,
Because
it only happened to me in elementary school, and I remember thinking in middle school, I'm so happy that we don't have to do the national anthem anymore because it was just ridiculous. Like, why are we doing this? Um, but no, the national anthem is like as a song, it's kind of boring. So, like I said, Fergie, thank you for making it interesting.
I would, I'm wanting to be able to say the same thing. I'm wanting to be
Just
able to
listening to
say
it again under the guise of that it's jazz,
okay. I
and I think you'll feel differently.
Sure. I'll go
What's
ahead
your next
and
song?
I'll go ahead and go to my next song because while it is not jazz, it is slightly related to my last song because this is also from another American Idol winner. And this is Free Yourself by Fantasia.
Oh my God.
Because if you don't want me, then don't talk to me. Okay. Go ahead and free yourself. And the South thought that they was freeing themselves. But really, the slaves was freeing themselves. Amen. Come on now.
I didn't know what you were going to
I
say.
don't know what I was gonna say either.
Um, if you don't want me, then don't talk to me.
I don't know, just the
Oh,
concept of that. First of all, I was definitely thinking, for some reason, after Kelly Clarkson, I was in my head, I was going to American Idol winners, and then I was like, girl, you know what? If you don't want me, then don't talk to me. And that's like so real. Like, actually, if you don't want me, get the fuck away from me.
yeah. Also, I have a picture of Fantasia actually like right here.
Baby, if we want to talk about stylists changing somebody's career, Fantasia's fucking stylist has been chewing down because Fantasia's always been pretty, but like,
Also, she was incredible in The Color Purple,
but baby, them clothes
baby.
and Fantasia body is so T.
That sickening pixie cut.
I feel like every legendary diva needs at least one iconic do. Baby, for me, Fantasia is the pick. She's gonna rock the hell out of a 27-piece, a little pixie, a little short, a little pop, 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 pop.
Like my mom.
Exactly, very, very Tasha Renee. Like it's very that. Like, oh my gosh, I live for Fantasia, and her stylist has been fucking killing it, and her body is.
I saw her and Tamar Braxton. Well, Tamar Braxton opened for her once, and that was the loudest concert. But it was incredible. And I live for Fantasia, one of our best vocalists. I actually saw her. I saw The Color Purple at like an early screening, and she they had like a Q&A, and Taraji was there, and she was there, and like she is just so inspiring and so like I just love her. Like she just everything she says, I'm just like tuned in. Like she's one of those people where she talks, you can't help but listen because like she's gonna give you a word, and she's also just so nice and beautiful and gorgeous and just everything, all of the things.
Maybe I'm just an evil bitch because every time I think of Fantasia, I think of Got to Be Real Fantasia, which if you know, you know.
If you know, you know. I tried to show someone Got to Be Real recently, and they did not like it, and I was like,
Girl,
damn,
I feel like that's for us. Like
yeah.
that's for
If you were
that's for
there,
us. that's, that's for us. Like
they
they
not like
don't.
us. They oh update on the entire Kendrick Lamar not like us conversation. Why did I have a white person literally say to me, "Yeah, they not like us," and I was like, and I think they were joking. I hope they were joking, but it wasn't clear.
Is see the whether or not they were joke, it's the fact that they said
If
it.
you were that white person and you remember that conversation, tell me if you were joking or not, because I was confused. Um, okay, so period. If you don't want me, then I do know that you love that song, and I also love that song.
I
But
do love that song.
you and I have talked about that song and how just profound the message is because it's so simple. It's very like SZA's grandma.
Literally, if you don't want me, then don't talk to me. And honestly, while of course I don't condone slavery, you might as well if you bout it, fucking they was about it. They was like, don't talk to me then.
First, in terms of slavery, the free yourself, girl, free yourself, run away, kill these bitches. Like I definitely would have been one of the slaves trying to kill my master. Let's not get that motherfucking twisted because I think I don't have a tolerance for pain.
I don't even have a context for what that experience is like.
No, same. But I'm just saying, I just know myself. If I was slapping bitches for saying things, I just feel like I would have tried at least once. And I know that for a fact about myself because it would have gave very much I'm killing you in your sleep. Like, Les, no. And then we think you better bash Mr.'s head in and think about heaven later. That's what it gave for me and my ancestors. That's all I know.
You are hilarious.
Okay, my next song um is actually I Okay, I thought mine were pretty literal, but yours are hilarious. Um, my next song is Glorietta by Tennis. I love this song, but I also feel like it's kind of on Pollen, the album. It's interesting because I feel like it stands out the most because it's the most like I feel like Pollen is a lot about I think it's actually about a fictional relationship or like kind of like a fictionalized version of their relationship, but this is not to talk about that album because I could talk about it for hours. But on that album, it's a lot about like relationship songs, but this one song is like about Elena's relationship, like I guess with America, because she said their patriotic displays are so loud that I can't see the sunset through the clouds. And in my mind, if I was to make a music video for this song, it's like a woman, she's like, okay, I'm gonna go to the beach, I'm gonna have a good time, or wherever she's going. And then she's trying to like read a book or just like relax and tan, a white woman, obviously. And then like the fireworks are going off. And then like have you ever been to like an airplane show?
I have not personally, but I,
Okay,
thank
I
you.
have. Because we used to live across the street from the base and my dad was in the military. And so I've been to like a air show or whatever. And like it's loud as fuck and kind of not even kind of it's very obnoxious. And so I think like this woman, she's trying to go to this place where she thought it'd be like safe, and then like these patriotic motherfuckers are just like first of all polluting, second of all being loud and obnoxious, and so she has to leave and go like to a different town. She decides to leave. I have like a whole treatment for this whole fucking song and this whole album, but I think if you listen to the lyrics of this song, it's pretty obvious because like it literally is just about what I just said. Like also the cadence in which she speaks in this song kind of sounds like she's rapping a little bit, and I think it's really funny.
I of course I know the song, but I'm gonna be honest. I listen to Swimmer still has me in a chokehold, so like I haven't
I'm
even
hollering.
really. I that's really the truth. So like I definitely have listened to that top to bottom and I know what it sounds like, but I'm gonna have to go back and listen to it. That's a
So
fascinating
let me
choice.
let me read some of the lyrics for you. The first verse goes, like a gift from the earth wrapped up in chemtrails, fluorescent glow of Glorietta. I think Glorietta is the place, I guess,
Or
that she's talking
glory.
about. Yeah. Like a rift in the earth, erupting arrows and magnetic fields, Glorietta. Their patriotic displays are so loud, I can't see the sunset through the sound. You can't resist the urge to dominate like it was a biblical mandate. So she's literally just pissed that like this like patriotic ideal is like bothering her,
Word.
which I kind of love. Um
I did not realize the song was that profound. I love
yeah.
that.
Um and then just the chorus, just like watching planes in the sunlight, paving all over the shoreline. Can't believe what it looks like. We're doing whatever feels good. I could hold you tight on the wind, blah, blah, blah. And then my favorite part, watch them dive in the sky in a V formation. It's raining in on Glorietta's. Like, it's literally just about a woman or a person being annoyed by patriotic displays. And I picked it because it's like a byproduct of seceding from the union.
Okay, cool. I think that's a very good choice. I love that.
Thank you.
I love that.
Love tennis. Shout out to tennis. I would love
Love
to work for you one
tennis.
day.
My last song is not by an American Idol winner. In fact,
Okay.
I don't think that these people really had a big hit outside of this particular song. I think it was like mid 90s, mid to early 90s. And this song is called Come Out and Play by The Offspring. And
I
I
do not
know
know this song.
you're going to say you don't know that song, but if I say you got to keep them separated, does that ring a bell at all? Okay, so
No.
it's basically like this mid '90s not rock song where these boys are like, "Fuck you! I'm gonna rage!" You know what I'm saying? And I feel like this song kind of embodies a lot of that, just white angry energy that may have fueled seceding from the union, because like who are you really mad at? What is your target? Why are you pissed? What are you raging against? Why are you mad? And why, aside from being a bop and keeping them separated, um I just felt like, sonically, and I felt like sonically that song, like I said, embodies that sort of, you know what I'm saying? That's my white rage noise.
When they seceded from the Union, it was very like angsty teenager.
Very
You
that,
can't tell
like,
me what to do. You can't tell me what to do. I'm
fuck you,
18.
like,
Like,
let me pull up the lyrics. Hold on, like it's like they're literally like, he's like, hey man, you talking to me? Take him out. Fuck you. Like it's like,
OMG.
but like it's like a it's like a song that would like play in like a teen movie, but like
Okay.
I felt like
I'm
very,
excited to listen.
you know what I'm saying, white boy, like,
I love it. I don't have much to say because I don't know it that song, but I
play a little bit of it. See if it jogs your memory.
wait. What is it called again?
It's called "Come Out and Play" by The Offspring.
Okay.
Because I feel like everybody kind of knows that song once it starts playing. I feel like, you're like, why are you mad? What are you raging against? Why are you? And they literally were keeping them separated. Oh God. Yeah, no, I really don't know where I heard this song first, but like I feel like just that little, you gotta keep them separate. Like that's just been in my life forever. Like I feel like that's just been a soundbite that I just know.
I definitely have never heard that song before.
Really?
No, I have no idea what that is.
Okay,
But
cool.
we love the Offspring, I guess. Hopefully.
I don't know nothing about them, the band members, the albums.
Was
I
it the
don't know.
90s
It literally was
or
something.
above?
I just know. I don't know how I know this song.
1994. Nothing. 1994. Oh wait, wait. Are they a byproduct of Green Day?
Are they?
Because the description says arriving on the heels of Green Day's blockbuster Dookie, the Offspring's third album completed the one-two punch of the records that transformed the '90s alt rock landscape into a pop punk playground.
Okay, they might have just said they like in the wake of Green Day because they
Oh,
are such a hugely influential
hmm,
band in terms of that sound.
okay,
They came in the wake of their.
interesting. Well, I kind of like the cover. Love that. Love that.
I literally, It's so crazy because I don't know how I've heard this song first, but I just know it. I feel like this is just a song that a lot of people know.
It probably is. It probably is, but I just don't know it.
Fascinating. Well, it's okay. Can't know
That's cool
everything.
though. I like when I don't know the songs because then I get to listen to the songs and learn.
Period.
Okay, so my third song is kind of in the similar vein of Glorietta in the terms of like this song exists because we seceded from the Union. And that song is American Teenager by Ethel Cain. I was very late to this song, admittedly. I don't, and I'm putting myself on blast here, but it was going viral on Twitter, like the video, but I often like mute all the videos on my timeline, so because it drives me nuts. So I just would see the video and like wouldn't click on it, but I would just see it all the time. And then um I saw her open for Caroline Polachek, and I was like, well, girl, okay, I need to listen to her album finally. And so I watched American Teenager video, listened to the album, and they were both incredible. And then um saw her live and just became obsessed. Like I love her. She's first of all, first thing I learned about her was her being like, "I will fuck you up" over Megan Thee Stallion, and I was like, "So she's a sis? She's my sister." I also love that she doesn't really want to be famous, and she lives in like the middle of nowhere, like Florida. I think she's actually moving back to Florida, or like the middle of nowhere, like countryside place. I don't remember the state. Um, and one of my friends actually sent me like a really long interview she did, but I can't remember the fucking outlet. Um, where she talks about how like she loves living in the country and like she doesn't really want to be famous and she doesn't really like that world, but she's just a country girl. And I think that's what I love about her is like she's a country girl. Also the fact that she's trans and like still wants to live in like the middle of nowhere, bumfuck wherever, is really interesting to me. Like I feel like most people, well maybe not most, but a lot of people who are queer and trans, like, you know, romanticize moving out of the states like that. But I kind of like that she's like, no, I'm gonna stay here because I like it.
Period. I don't know too much about Alta Kane other than, you know, that picture of her with that gun and rallying the Amish. Um, I don't really
Do you know this
know.
song?
I don't know the song. I don't know the
Oh my
video for the
god,
song apparently. So, you know,
I think you're
you don't
gonna
need to
like it.
feel too bad. Um, to me, it's I don't know. To me, in my head, it was like, okay, I don't know. I'm not even gonna say that because I've never listened to the music, so I don't
Her
even.
music is actually like, first of all, it's really good, but it's kind of like dark and like sad. But this one song is like a little poppy, and so it makes sense that this is the song that I like the most. But I do love Gibson Girl, Nebraska, and I still come. Anyways, but this song is like her wearing a cheerleader outfit. I don't know. I'm surprised you haven't seen the video. And she's like just bopping around, and she's like, "Grew up in a yellow house on the street, putting too much faith in the make believe." Girl, get into it. It is so good. And she's like, ha, ooh, ah, my neighbor's daughter came home in a box, but he wanted to go, so maybe it was his fault. Literally, it's about, first of all, I have to say, allegedly, Obama put this on his year-end songs list, and that's how I know he don't fucking listen to these damn
Allegedly, he
songs.
did.
Because I don't know, I think it's an intern of his that makes this shit. There's no way he listened to that song and didn't feel like she was talking about him, because it's literally about sending boys to the military and then like them dying for no reason. Like, please. Um the lyrics go, grew up under a yellow light on the street, putting too much faith in the make believe. Another high school football team. The neighbor's brother came home in a box, but he wanted to go, so maybe it was his fault. Another red heart taken by the American dream. Like, what? Say what you want, but say it like you mean it with your fists for once. A long cold war with your kids at the front.
Say what you want, but a bitch be working. No, I'm kidding.
Megan. But literally, I think it's, when I actually sat down and listened to the song, I was kind of mad that I waited so long, because I was like, oh, this song is incredible. And also, like, the message is really sad and in some ways profound, because in America, I mean, I'm in other places as well, but like, you just, you know, people just romanticize the military in a way that, like, I don't think that they should. The military is an entity that I think people need to think about differently. Like, I would never encourage my son or daughter to go in the military. Not a chance. And I think Ethel Kane would agree as well. And
Period.
this song is a byproduct of seceding from the Union and then having to go to all those fucking wars, because let's face it, you can't really say America without saying war. They love a war, girl. They love a war. And
You know, as war is profitable. You make a lot of money,
what is it good for? Absolutely
baby.
nothing.
First of all, quick side note. Whoever was playing the tambourine on that fucking song was going the fuck off.
Shout out to
They
that song.
had bills to pay. Shout out to the fucking tambourinist on that fucking. Have you ever? They are going in.
But yeah, so that's my last song. Shout out to Ethel Kane.
Shout out to Ethel Kane. So let's do a quick little run through of all 6 of our songs before we move on to our next segment. So my first song was "Breakaway" by Kelly Clarkson.
My first song was the national anthem, Fergie's version.
With my second song was "Free Yourself" by Fantasia.
My second song was Glorietta by Tennis.
And then my final song was "Come Out and Play" by The Offspring.
And the last song is American Teenager by Ethel Kane. I forgot that quickly.
Go check these out if you haven't heard them. There will be in playlists on all of our social media, so you
Linked
will be able
below.
to find them. They are all linked below, and get into these songs if you haven't heard them, and if you have heard them.
Tell us why you like them. Tell me if you like them. Um, so now we're gonna move on to our last segment called Questions for Queers.
Da-da-da-da!
We did receive a question from, I'm gonna say his name, Eric. I feel like he'd be okay with that. My friend Eric, shout out to you. And he says, as Riley mentioned in episode 1,
Oh.
he thought Michael Jackson was a white woman. Knowing what we know about gender and sexuality, along with general queerness today, where do you think he, Michael Jackson, truly sat on the gender spectrum?
This question to me is hilarious
Me too.
because
Because
that's a
what?
man, Maury.
Yeah, that's a man.
That's. Have you seen the clip of him talking about look at them titties? But yeah, that's a
Oh my
man.
God.
That's absolutely a man. Now, if this question was asked about Prince, we'd have a lot. We'd have some tea to pour. But Michael Jackson,
What's
no. I
pour the
think that
tea?
that was a cisgendered man.
Me
I
too.
think that
I think it was a cisgender man who cared a lot about what he looked like.
yeah, because baby, them silk presses was silk pressed. Okay, the hair
Baby,
was.
Kamala was inspired.
Come on now. Let's talk about how Michael Jackson and Prince kept the silk. They kept their hair done. They kept the silk press down.
Did
Prince, I
did
think Prince was she they. If Prince was born
work,
in 1997, Prince would be she
baby.
they.
She lay down,
Baby, that if I was your
down.
girlfriend, that's the most gay shit I've ever heard in my life. I would die for you. I'm not a woman. I'm not a
I'm not
man.
a woman. I'm not a man. I am something you will
Have
never.
you ever heard his song "If I Was Your Girlfriend"?
Yeah, I think so.
Baby, that man was not cisgender. I don't care what the fuck y'all
That man did
say.
not want to be a man.
That man was conflicted.
I remember you was conflicted,
Come on now.
misusing your influence. But no, yeah, I think Michael Jackson was definitely cis. I think also like we have to remember that Michael Jackson was a very Christian man, and like
No, they were Jehovah's Witness. Well, Christian is one thing, but Jehovah's Witness is
Jehovah's
completely.
Witness. So Michael Jackson was a Jehovah's Witness, which I don't think.
As was Prince.
Oh wow, I didn't know that. I don't think Jehovah's Witnesses care about or like gay people. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I don't think they do.
And if you do, my bad.
It's a lot of stuff. Now listen. Now listen. I'm not an anthropologist. I didn't go to seminary. I don't know nothing about all that. So, it's no disrespect when I say this.
It's no
But,
disrespect. It's just we're ignorant.
Jehovah's Witnesses, they do some weird shit sometimes. Like they're known for like doing weird shit and like believing weird things
Well, yes.
relative to like the rest of society.
So I would imagine they know they don't
I
like.
I think that just being straight and cisgender and Jehovah's Witness comes with like a set of challenges.
Homophobia.
Yeah, a set of challenges that you have to overcome. So
And like, do we really know how Michael Jackson felt about gay people? Do we? I have no idea. Please let us know below. I feel like he didn't care about racism, black or white, but I mean, not he didn't care about racism. He didn't care what race you were, but I don't know if he. Well, some people will say that he was gay, but we're not going to talk about that. So, to answer your question, Eric, we think that Michael Jackson is a man. Wait, where's my gavel? Man.
that's the man.
But thanks for the question.
Thank you for the question, Eric.
Definitely was hilarious, and I love that you thought that. Also, let us know what you think. It seems like you have a different answer if you're asking the question. So,
Are there other celebrities that we are curious as to what? Let me stop.
if you have a question that you want to ask us, please send them to 6songs4@gmail.com. We also accept Instagram DMs as well, but I feel like you should email them. That's more fun. But yeah, and if you don't want your name to be said, then let me know.
You
And we
better
won't
put
say
it in
it.
the email, girl, because we sure just said Eric. Cold shit. Shout out to you, Eric.
Shout out to you, babe. Okay, but this was 6 songs for Seceding from the Union. I do want to say that I texted one time that it was Seceding. So what did I say?
Succeeding from the union.
Succeeding from the Union. My bad. Maybe that's that's next year. Succeeding from the Union.
Hopefully it's not, girl. Do you remember? Never mind. This I was gonna say. Do you remember when Texas tried to secede or like that? I don't know.
Oh my
That's a whole
God.
other thing.
Anyway,
Anyway, y'all.
you can find all, I'm going to say this. You can find all of our social media information in the description below. Listen to the songs on the playlist, links below. There are also links to donate to Palestine, Sudan, Congo, Haiti, all of the girls that need help in the description below. Please send them to your friends and tell them also to donate in the bio below. So yeah.
All right. Anything you want to say in closing? No? Anything else? You said a lot.
Well, fuck America.
Not to say that you said a lot, but like
No, I know, but just it's always fuck America. So
okay, period. I'll second that. Fuck
not
America.
America Ferrera.
Yeah, not America Ferrera. Give the Native Americans they shit back.
Period. And on that note, we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Song 4. Song 4. Song 4.